Hey everybody, I got something important to do today. I need to apply for a new visa. So that means a trip to the visa office, which I thought I'd show you some of. Right now I'm on my e-bike. I'm going to ride it to the central station of our estate, and from there I can get a bus where I'm going. So, off I go. Just parked the bike here in this underground parking structure, which I am about to leave. There's some more cars. And over this way, I have got to get to the escalator out of here. And here we go on up, and in just a bit I will be able to get to the bus station, which I can use to go where I'm going. On a pedestrian bridge, over here, here's the bus terminal I'm heading for. Gotta look for the right bus when I get down there. Nothing but standing room on this bus. Pretty typical around here not to have any seats available, to be standing the whole trip. I'm off the bus and on my way into the metro station. There's an entrance right here, entrance F, but I'm not going to take it because it's not as close to the line of the train I want to get on. So I'm going to go ahead to that one over there, entrance A, instead. Entrance A. Some announcements up here, but they're all in Chinese. Here we go. Here I go. Today's journey's on line 3. In I go with my card. Pretty crowded station. That side's really crowded because this train goes to the city center. Thankfully, I'm actually going away from the city center on this train. Some people may be wondering, what does this all mean? Why do I need to renew my visa? Well, if you don't know, a visa is a document issued by a foreign country that can have at least two purposes. It can allow you to enter that foreign country, and it can also allow you to remain in that foreign country. In this case, I'm mainly concerned with the latter, my permission to remain in China. It's very important that I renew it before it expires. Otherwise, I'd be unlawfully present here in China. I'd be an undocumented immigrant. I have a couple weeks before that will happen, before my visa expires, so I need to renew it during that time period. Hopefully we can get it done today. I'm off the train now and heading for exit C. Never a lack of a crowd here in China. In a bit of a turn of events, it turns out this bus is completely empty except for me. King of the bus. Yeah, I totally stole that King of the Bus thing from Tim Tracker. I have arrived. This is the visa office where I hope to renew my visa. I doubt they're going to want me to film inside the building, so this will probably be all you're going to get for a bit. Success! They accepted my application. It'll take over a week before I can get the passport back with the visa in it, but in general that is not a problem. This was a bit stressful for me because normally I don't have to be the one to deal with this. Normally my employer will, but since I'm between employers now, I had to handle this all by myself. But it seems that I have managed it. Here's something you don't see every day, an abandoned, boarded up McDonald's. McDonald's does pretty big business here in China, but I guess this one did not do so well. Found a bus I can take all the way back instead of needing to transfer to the metro, so I'll be going that way this time. It'll probably take me a while, over half an hour I would guess, but it'll be convenient and I'll be able to sit down the whole way instead of worrying about standing room only. Well, I was just having a conversation with a fellow passenger on this bus who was also with me in the visa office. Really interesting to see the different kinds of people who end up here in China. This young woman was a recent university graduate from a university around here, and she told me she's working on starting a business, so she was having to switch over her visa there at the visa office. Don't even know her name, but hey, if you ever watch me, a person I just met on the bus here on YouTube, feel free to give me a hi in the comments. Wish you all the best of luck in your business endeavors. Driving past various buildings here in Panyu, which is a district of Guangzhou. Lots of buses. I've made it back here to the bus terminal. Well, my trip to the visa office is over and everything went fine. I thought I'd just say a little bit about what happened inside when I couldn't film. This office has several government departments located in it. It's kind of like how in the US you might go to a federal building that had an IRS office, an FBI field office, an immigration office, that kind of thing. This one had like a property registration area for like title deeds. And the second floor had the immigration office, or they call it the Department of Entry and Exit instead. The property registration department was just full of people, lines going everywhere. I was struggling to get around just to find a toilet. But upstairs in the entry and exit department, it was much less crowded. So I went there, took a number, and had to wait a bit. After I got up to the person who was going to handle my visa, she was having computer trouble, so that was an interesting experience. She seemed to find my documents fine, which was good. I'd been somewhat concerned about whether I'd brought all the right documents, but she couldn't finish the appointment because of her internet having trouble, so she ended up sending me to someone else who was then able to finish it for me. So everything turned out fine, and I now have the return receipt, and I can get the visa back next week. And this is it, the return receipt I got from the visa office. I will need this to get my passport back next week. Actually, it doesn't have to be me. I can send someone in my stead, and I probably will send my wife to get my visa for me. That way I don't have to take any more time off of work. Another interesting thing about this receipt is that, as it says here, you can actually use it to show that you're legally in China. Normally, China requires foreigners to carry their passports on them at all times so they can prove that they're legally present. But of course, you can't do that if your passport is being held by a visa office, so you can use this receipt to demonstrate that you're legally present in China instead. It's a week later and I've got my passport back. Here it is, my new Chinese visa. Good for only 30 days. By the time you see this video, the visa I just showed you will probably already have expired. Within a short time, when I move up to Shanghai, I need to apply for a new visa there. This short-term visa is just part of my transferring process. So, remaining in a foreign country can be a bit of a pain as you deal with all these visa applications, but it's just part of the territory. I hope you enjoyed getting a chance to see my visit to a visa office and maybe learn something about my visa process here. If you like it and you want to know more about various things about life in China, feel free to like this video and subscribe for more. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.